Hi guys, this is Simon here from SciFit, and in this video here I'll be talking about how to get what you want in life. What is the stepping stones from getting from A to B? And in this video here I will uncover 5 components I believe is necessary for you to be able to get the results you want. And the 5 components are, first of all, you can figure out what is your outcome. What is the goal you actually want to achieve? Second thing is that you want to figure out what is your why behind it. What is the compelling reasons for why you would stay up late at night to actually hit that goal there. Third thing is that you're gonna map out, you're gonna figure out a whole roadmap to all the things you could possibly do in terms of achieving that goal you want to. Fourth thing is that you must take immediately action towards something, and then it leads to the fifth point, and the fifth point is that you're gonna start riding on the momentum wave. Figuring out your goals can be hard sometimes in terms of what you actually want. You know, is it to figure out what do you want to do with your future, and what do you want to do when you get out of college, when you get out of school? What do you want to do with your body? What do you want to do with your relationship, your career, and all that? What is your goal? What is the thing you actually want to achieve? What is the measure of thing you can write down on a piece of paper that makes sense for you? So if you're talking about the body, I want to lose 10 kg. That's a crystal clear goal and outcome we can measure and we can look at, and it's something you can see and look towards, and something you can get excited about. Figuring out why you want those things. If you take the example from before, you want to lose 10 kg. Sometimes losing the 10 kg, you know, it's an outcome, it's a surface, it's a measured thing, and we need to have that into place. But for you to actually be able to stick to a plan, doing it consistently over and over again, for you to be able to lose those 10 kgs, well, you got to figure out what is the reason for why you want that 10 kg weight loss. You got to figure out what is the juicy reasons for why you actually want to wake up early in the morning, you want to go to the gym, you're going to go for a run, you're going to stick to a meal plan, you're going to do all the necessary things for you to be able to drop the weight. What is the compelling reasons? What is the reasons why you want that thing? And some of the things I often do is, I use my 7-step why formula. You might have seen it before in other videos. 7-step why formula. So that basically, short described, it will be you take your outcome as a heading, lose 10 kg, and then you ask yourself why 7 times to the outcome you figure out down the track. So if you want to lose 10 kg, why do you want to lose 10 kg? The results of that might be, I want to lose 10 kg because I have a holiday coming up right now and I want to make my partner proud of me. Well, then you have the first one. And then in the second one, you ask yourself, why do I actually want to make my partner proud of me for that holiday, upcoming holiday right now? And then you might find different reasons all the way down there. And the sort of the purpose with this exercise here is that 10 kg weight loss is not really juicy and compelling. You got to figure out what is the emotional attachment you have to that weight loss goal you have out there. Because if you have a juicy and compelling enough reason for it, well, you will do whatever it takes for you to hit that. Then you're going to figure out what are some of all of the ways you can do for you to be able to hit that goal. So if you take the 10 kg weight loss just before, we're gonna figure out here what are some of the things you can do today, tomorrow, next week, next month that will put you on track towards that goal there. So if you're writing down, let us say you want to lose 10 kg and you just up in your head, you figure out, all right, I'm gonna run 5 kilometers 3 times a week, and I'm gonna stick to my low carb diet, and then it will happen. Well, let us say you just don't want to run, you go for your run for the first 2 or 3 times and you just hate running, and after a week you figure out that being on a low carb diet is pain in the ass and I don't want to stick to it. What do you do then? That's where we're gonna figure out the whole roadmap in terms of like, all right, if I can't run, maybe I can jog, maybe I can go swimming, maybe I can go to the gym, maybe I can do group classes, maybe I can do climbing, rock climbing, whatever. You gotta figure out what are all the reasons, all possible reasons you can uncover in terms of hitting that goal. So when you do that sort of thing, you figure out, first of all, you figure out what are all of the things you can do, but then you start with a thing And that's what I'm gonna talk about here. You're gonna start with one thing you're gonna start with, and then something you're gonna do immediately. And the reason for that is that after you've been writing things down, well, it's not good if it's just on a paper. You need to start taking action right now. And one thing I always do in terms of setting a new target, setting a new goal for something, wherever it's my body, in business, in life, or whatever. If I'm doing this thing here, I'm explaining to you right now, writing things down, figure out my outcome, figure out my why, road mapping everything out, I take immediately action straight away today. So if it's you again, you want to lose 10 kg, all right, what can you do right now? Can you go for a run straight away right now? Can you make everything ready, prepare your food for tomorrow, put your shoes right next to your bed so you're ready for that run or that walk in the morning? Do something immediately that will commit you to the new outcome you set up for yourself. Because the reason for that is that often when we think about something, we write things down and we put it away. If you're not committed to the thing, well, we know as well that will go 1, 2, or 3 days, then you forgot about that little writing thing you did in your map over there, and you'll forget about it, and you won't be on track anymore for that thing there. So that's super important that you take immediately action towards the things you want there. And then the last thing is riding on the momentum wave. And again, that comes down to if you start taking immediately action towards something, well, first of all, you make yourself proud, you commit yourself to something. And what happened here is that when you start taking action towards something you see as an exciting thing, as a goal out in the future, what happened is that progress equals happiness. So when you're moving progressively towards something that has a meaning for you, you will experience happiness and joy and satisfaction. So it's as simple as it is. You're gonna write and map it out. You're gonna take immediate action, and then you will experience the progress equal happiness formula. You will experience excitement and joy. And I'm like, I don't know what's happened with me today, but I just feel so good, right? The momentum wave here is a little bit more difficult. The momentum wave is that it requires that you're doing the right thing all the time. So again, if you go back to your mapping out thing there, so if you're going for a run tomorrow and you feel super excited, you stick to your plan for 2 days, you feel super excited, this is amazing, but then what? If you're not sticking to it and progressively doing the new thing, doing new things in terms of like, all right, I lost 1 kg this week, I feel absolutely amazing, I'm tuning it up a little bit. Maybe I take one more walk this morning, or one more run, or go for one more hike this week here. When you start doing that, you will start generating that momentum, and as soon as you get into the habit of it, 2, 3, 4 weeks down the track, well, suddenly then you start changing. You become a new person. Suddenly you see yourself as a person. I'm healthy. I'm waking up early in the morning. I'm going for that run. I'm eating healthy food and all that. And when you start seeing yourself as that person there, well, then you start changing your self-image and the self-belief you have around yourself in terms of that goal you want out there. And suddenly that 10 kg weight loss goal out there, well, you will only be 1 kg from, 2 kg, 3 kg from it, and it will seem so much more achievable out there. If you like this video here, please subscribe and leave a comment below for what else you would like to see. I'm a very big believer in terms of what we've just been talking about there. It's gonna be something you enjoy. It's gonna be something you can see yourself in, whatever it's your business, your private life, your body, whatever it is, it's gonna be something you can see yourself in. And if it's something new, well, you gotta start changing. You're gonna start changing your approach in that end, because when you start changing, making progress towards the new thing you want, well, then again, as we talked about before, then you start changing your self-image, your self-belief, your self-awareness, who you are, who you want to become. And when you start doing that, well, then everything is possible for you. Everything will be achievable. It's just about the right strategy, and you have the formula right now. It's figuring out those 5 things, and when you know what the first thing is and the last thing is, then you have the formula for how to go from A to B and get exactly what you want in life.